this should prove to be interesting. I'm finally coming to the southernmost point of my Africa trip. So I'm coming up on, what is the airport? Port Elizabeth. So I'm coming up on Port Elizabeth, which is about 8 minutes away. Yeah, 8 minutes away, 40 nautical miles, but it's very cloudy, and I've asked them for a runway to land on. They denied me landing because it's too foggy, but I bypassed that. You can actually bypass the warnings, and it's told me to make a landing on runway 17. So we'll see how this goes. If it's going to be like this, yes, I might be able to do an approach on the synthetic vision on that bottom left display. But I think what I want to do, I think I want to lose a bit of altitude. I'm not sure the elevation of this airport. Does it tell me down here? 61 feet, so makes sense because it's near the coast. So let's lose some altitude. So if I select my altitude to, let's take it to 3,000 feet. So it's got 3,000 feet for my target altitude, and then we want a vertical speed, and we want to go down. So we set it down at 1,000 feet. We have to keep an eye on the speed. So we're going down at 1,000 feet per minute. I have to keep an eye on the speed and terrain. The nice thing about this airplane is it does have a radar altitude which starts working around 2,000 feet. So I know I'm definitely 2,000 feet above the terrain. I think this darker green means it's possibly about 3,000 feet, something like that. Well, I'll just back off on the speed here a bit. But we're coming down in altitude all the time for terrain, so I think that's about 3,000, that's about 1,500, that's anything from 0 to 1,000, I think. But as I say, the saving grace here is that it does have a radar altimeter, and that hasn't engaged yet, so we know we're at least 2,000 feet up. So if we have a look at the runway, so we're coming in on, what did I say it was, runway 17, which is about 5,500 feet long and 140 feet wide, so that's fine for us. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have any, oh, there is an ILS, but not for the runway we want, which is a bit poor. I'd have liked to come in on runway 8, but that's not going to be an option. No matter. So yeah, we're going to come in on manual. Let's just get my chocks on my chair sorted so I don't roll about when I'm using the rudder. Otherwise I tend to push my chair back. Right, so just check the rudder's working. Yeah, the rudder's definitely working. So where are we now? We're about 4,500 feet. And we're about 27 nautical miles away. Tell you what we can do, let's turn the de-ice off. Man, this is a pea super. So I think we need to increase our descent a little bit. So let's do that to increase our descent, keeping an eye on the speed. So I put the heading bug on the direction we want to go. So runway 17 is 170. So it's almost due south, which is great because they're coming in from the north. So we should be able to fly pretty much straight in. It's just going to be interesting for the weather. I mean, thankfully we do have the synthetic vision here, so I can kind of see everything in here. This, if we really wanted to make it difficult, not sure where it is on here. There was a way of turning off the synthetic vision. See that one? Don't know. Anyway, let's focus, otherwise I'm going to fly this into the ground. So I can see the sea out there and the rainbow. So there's our airport coming up, FAPE, which is Port Elizabeth, which is about 10 nautical miles ahead of us. So I've just got to do a bit of a left turn when I get close to coming onto runway 17. I'll have a pretty nasty crosswind. I've got like a 15-17 knot crosswind coming in from the left. So that's going to be blowing me off to the left. Just to add to the challenge. And I don't want to north this up because I've come a long bloody way. I don't want to crash it right in the last bit. So let's zoom this right in now. I normally, when I get close, I zoom it into about a mile so that when I'm on the ground, I use it as a bit of a sat-nav to find out where I'm going. So let's start slowing down. So I don't know. Okay, I'm taking it out of autopilot now. So I want to take it down. So we're on manual now.
Uniform Delta 07 wind 149 or at 15. Cleared to land runway 17.
Cleared to land runway 17 Mud Mike Uniform Delta 07.
So let's put the gear down. Well, I'll get to about 170 and then I'll put the gear down. I think I'm still really high. So I'm about 1800 feet. Okay, let's put the gear down. There we go. So everybody try and find an airport. I want to get it slow enough that I can put the flaps down. Jesus Christ, this is thick. Right, I've got no visual on the airport. Oh, there it is. I can see it on the synthetic vision. Oh, shit. Lucky. Okay, so gear is down and locked. 3 greens. Flaps extending. Late, but hey ho. Speed at 100, that's bleeding off nicely. I'm a little high. Speed's nice. Okay, throttle back and try and float it down. Getting a bit of that crosswind. Oh, it's a bit hard. Whoa, steer, steer, steer. Hey, we are down.
Mike Uniform Delta Delta 07, turn next taxiway.
I don't think I've got a taxiway. Looks like I've gone past it. I'm going to have to spin around. Let's just spin around.
Mike Uniform Delta Delta 07, contact ground on 118.1.
118.1 for Mike Uniform Delta Delta 07.
Port Elizabeth Airport Information Golf 13000 Zulu. Wind 149er at 15. Visibility 2. Sky condition. Few clouds at 2,500 feet ceiling, 4,800 feet overcast. Temperature 17. Dew point 10. QNH tree 0.00. ILS runway 08 in use. Landing and departing runway 08. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact, you have Gulf.
Here's our turning.
Port Elizabeth Airport in...
So we'll turn off here. Oh, it's a runway. There's nothing coming though. So we'll come down here and then do a right off of this runway, which is inactive, so I'm using it as a taxiway. Sure, that's fine. We'll go and park over there, so it's quite a big airport. So there'll be a turning off to the right up here. I need to get fuel as well for my next leg. So the next leg might be the last leg of this little African bush trip. There's a fucking fuel tanker on here. Well, I'm going for it. Look out for the wing! Okay. So, I'll look out, see if there's anybody with lollipop sticks anywhere. Can't see anyone. Can't even remember if I... Oh, I didn't request it to
Port
taxi
Elizabeth
there.
ground, Mike Uniform Delta Delta 07, request taxi to parking.
Mike Uniform Delta Delta 07 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Cross runway 08.
Yeah, well, I've done the cross the runway 08 bit. Done that already, love. So, do they want me to park by these guys?
Mike Uniform Delta Delta 07, please acknowledge.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Cross runway 26 Mike Uniform Delta Delta 07.
Do you want me here? It's another TBM 930. I don't think they want me. Do these guys want me? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Look out for the wing. I don't think these guys want me either. Nobody wants me. No. Okay, well there's the only people I can see, so I'm just going to park it here. I hope I haven't nicked anybody's spot. That'll do. Cool. So, parking brake. Lights off. Crash bar down. Fuel off. Boom. There we go. Beautiful.